Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Elevate Online. Today's workout is a core crusher, so get ready to say hello to your abs. We're going to start off with a quick warm-up, and then we have two groups of exercises. The first one is going to work on your six-pack abdominal, that rectus abdominis muscle, and then the second group is going to work on your obliques. I have a lot of planks weaved in throughout the workout today, probably total about 5 minutes of plank work. That's going to help with that deepest layer of abs to pull your tummy in tight and flatten your stomach. So let's go ahead and get started. You only need a mat today, maybe a towel and a water bottle. Stand with your feet hip width apart and parallel. Soften your knees. Give me a nice big shoulder roll back and down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Lift up, exhale, slowly come down. One more, inhale, reach up. This time hold your arms up. Point your fingertips to the ceiling and lean over to the right side. Feel that stretch in your left side body. You can kind of jet out your hips a little bit for a little bit more of an extension. And kind of come up through the center, reach back down. We'll do it on the other side. Inhale, reach up, find that length through your spine. Shift your body weight, jet your hip out again for a little bit more of a stretch. It feels so good this morning. And then back up through the center. From here, I want you to take a wide stance. Point your toes out on a slight diagonal. We're going to alternate through some punches to get that rotation through your waist. Punch up, up, side, side, reach, reach, side, side. Again, that twist is all coming from your waist. I want you to look up and then really look from side to side. So give me two more like this. Up, up, side, side. Last one. Reach, reach, side, side, and release. From here, come down to the floor to your hands and knees. You're going to do some back extensions. So place your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Pull your abs in tight. I want you to extend your right arm and your left leg. Grip your glutes, take the bend out of your knees and your elbows. Find that stability in your core. From here, pull it in, out, tapping your hand to your knee, and then reaching out as far as you can. Find that length and strength through all the muscles in your body. Point through your toe as straight as you can get your leg. We'll do a couple more on this side. Keep breathing with the movement. Last one. Switch sides. Left arm, right leg. Again, find your balance first. Pull your abs in. Squeeze your glute muscles. From here, go in, out, in, out. Nice deep breaths. All right, you've got just a couple more. This is your last one. And release. From here, come into a child's pose. Sit back on your heels. Reach your arms out in front. And then slowly roll up. All right, we're going to get started with this first group of exercises. You're going to start off in a forearm plank position. So clasp your hands together, place your elbows under your shoulders, straighten your legs, tuck your hips under, and grip your glutes. From here, just breathe. I am already feeling that shake in my abs. The harder you breathe, the more you're going to shake. You're here for a full minute. You've already knocked 15 seconds off the clock. All right, try to dome your back by hollowing out your belly, pressing your shoulder blades apart from one another. Take the bend out of your knees. Rock forward, back, forward, back. Add your breath to match the movement of your body. Rocking forward in one straight line. Look just a few inches in front of your fingertips. So keep your spine in alignment. All right, you've got 5 more. And release, come down to your knees. You're gonna flip over for a set of jackknives. And we're gonna do one leg at a time. So I want you to extend your arms behind you, bend your knees, and then lift your right leg up. up. Squeeze through your thigh. Line your knees up with one another. Curl all the way up and all the way down. It's not about how fast or how slow you take these, as long as you're finding that engagement through your abs rather than jerking your body forward. Try to keep your legs straight. That's going to work your thigh muscle as well. We'll do 2 more on this side. That's 1. Last one. Roll back down. Extend your arms. Switch your legs. Squeeze the top of your thigh. Lift up. So I'm looking up right at my big toe on this one. Reaching for it, almost as if my fingertips are going to reach for my ankle, my toe. Don't forget to breathe. All right, you've got 3 more. Squeeze your thigh a little more. Last one. And release. From here, I want you to rest your head on the mat. Bend your knees so they're in a tabletop position. And extend your arms behind you. From here, lower your legs so they're hovering off of your mat or off the floor. And then you're going to curl everything back together with a lower body curl. Looks like this. Lift. Lift. So you should feel the effort here right around your bikini line. I have my legs zipped up, squeezing my inner thighs together. Try to make the movement the same on the way down and on the way up. Maybe you can increase that lift of your hips as you move along through this. You've got just a few more, and then we're going to finish with a strong, powerful hold. All right, you've got 1 more. And from here, I want you to curl up, extend your legs, extend your arms. Keep your chin to your chest and just hold it here. Breathe through that burn, that shake. You've got 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. Hug your knees into your chest. Well, that was a lot of fun, and you guess what? You get to do it 1 more time. So let's get started. Going back to that forearm plank. Clasp your hands together, elbows under your shoulders. Straighten your legs about hip width apart. Grip your glutes, pull your abs in tight. Ground your forearms into the mat. All right, take this opportunity to kind of check back in with your form. Regroup, slow down your breathing. Try to keep it an even tempo. Rather than the bend stretch, rather than the rock forward, we're gonna add a bend stretch this time. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Firing up those lower abs. I can feel that in the bend stretch. Right around my bikini line this time. Bend, stretch. Good. More than halfway through. Bend and straighten. Continue to dome your back. Press your heels behind you. Last 5. And release. All right, flip over for your second set of jackknife. Laying on the center of your mat again. Extend your arms behind you. Right leg comes up. Squeeze your toe, or squeeze your thigh. Point through your toe. Roll all the way up. Remember, the second time is a little bit harder than the first. On the one hand, you know what's coming. On the other hand, you know what's coming. Good. So to come up a little bit higher this time. Really push for that crunch right in the center of your abs. 2 more, then you'll switch sides. Woo, my leg is shaking. And release. This time I want you to extend your left leg, arms behind you, all the way up. And again, if you feel like the momentum is starting to take over, slow it down a little bit. Use your abs. It should feel like you're rolling up and rolling back 1 vertebrae at a time. All right, just 2 more. And release from here, laying on your back. I want your head to rest on the mat. Extend your arms behind you. You're gonna come up onto those toes. Again, lift and curl. Lift and curl. Don't forget to breathe. That may be the most important thing during your ab workout is to focus on your breath. Feeling that burn throughout my abs, all the way down from my rib cage to my pelvis. All right, just a couple more. We'll finish with that hold one more time. This is the end of your first group. Last one. All right, from here, extend out, reach out, straighten your legs, straighten your arms, and maybe lower a little bit more. Hold, last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. Hug it in for a quick stretch. Roll up, grab a sip of water if you need to. And then we're gonna move into the second side. So, as promised, the second group of exercises focuses more on your obliques, that side of your waist, great for stability. Getting a nice slender waistline. So for your planks in this one, they're gonna be side planks. So we're gonna go ahead and start off so I can face you on your left side. You can stack your feet one on top of another, or you can stagger them one next to the other, whatever you're more comfortable with. Lift your hips up, take your hand behind your head, then press your elbow back. That's gonna help open up your chest. All right, remember, you're here for each plank for a minute. All right, really lift up from those oblique muscles. Keep your legs straight. Take the bend out of your knees. Start to add a hip dip. Down, up, down, up. Depending on the flexibility of your back, you might be able to increase the amount of that dip. Last one, hold at the top for a rotation. Take it down and up, all the way to the end of this first plank. All right, last 5. Give me one more. And release. From here, you're gonna come back to the center of your mat for some oblique crunches. So place your hands behind your head, open your elbows up wide, ground your feet into the mat, and you're gonna curl over to the left side. Lift, lower. I don't know about you guys, but as I move through this one, I start to get a little higher each time. Getting more comfortable with the movement. Think about bringing your shoulder forward rather than your elbow. All right, hold this next one up. Little crunches, crunch, crunch. A little tighter, a little higher. Maybe give me a little smile. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower down, reset. Going over to the right side this time. Lift, lower. Notice how I peel my shoulder entirely off the mat. And lift up from that side of your waist. Hold at the top. Little pulses. Up, up, up. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. All right, second set, we're gonna give your neck a little bit of a rest here. I want you to place your feet hip width apart and parallel, and then hinge back to about a 45-degree angle. Roll your shoulders back and down. Bring your hands together like you're gonna do a little karate chop, and you're gonna take your arms from side to side, side, side. I want you to look in the direction of your twist. Now you can stay here. For a little bit more of a challenge, you can come into a boat pose, hovering your legs off the floor. 4 more. 1, 2. You get a hold coming. That's 3, Last one. All right, from here, hold in your boat pose position. You can lift your arms up if you'd like. Hold, breathe, maybe lean back a little further. Last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. All right, guys, you only got one more set of those. I'm gonna switch directions here to come onto my side plank. You can continue facing the same way, just flip over if that's easier for you. So this time, make sure that your right elbow is lined up underneath your right shoulder. Choose your foot position, stacking your feet or staggering them. I prefer the stack position. Lift up through those obliques as you raise your hips up. Take your hand behind your head and then press your shoulder back. All right, find your balance here first. Find that stability, the engagement. You've been working both sides of your abs already, so the chances are you're gonna feel it on both sides, even in this plank position. Good, really focus on your posture. Give your glutes a little bit of a squeeze here. Start to add the hip dip. Down, up, down, up. Just like that first side, we're gonna finish with a rotation. Keep moving, keep breathing. Love the energy today. All right, hold this next one up for that rotation. Try to look behind you. And then look up. Good. All right, you've got the chance to do 2 more. That's 1. And the last one, release. All right, I'm gonna flip back over again for crunches. So, center of your mat, lay on your back, bend your knees. Take your hands behind your head just for a little bit of head support. Tuck your tailbone under. You're gonna start by curling to the left side. Up, down, up, down. Again, as you start to fatigue, be mindful that you're not just pulling on your neck. I'd rather you not come up quite as far. You're on the home stretch now, so really fight through that burn. Hold this next one up. Curl, curl. Good. Again, remember, leading from your shoulder and your chest. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reset. Second side, curling the opposite direction. Lift, lower. You're still working that same muscle, but by alternating the speed of the movement, allows you to get slightly deeper. Up, down. Exhale as you come forward. Hold at the top, crunch, crunch. A little higher, 5 to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, and reset. All right, moving back into that high curl position. Take hold behind your thighs, hinge back to a 45-degree angle. Roll your shoulders back and down, lift your chest. Bring your palms together, straighten your arms. Chop, chop, chop. It's like you're making a little rainbow with your arms across your body. Try to look slightly behind you. Feel a little resistance in your arms as well as biceps firing up. Remember that option to come into boat pose. Woo. Might be a little harder the second time. Four sets left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and freeze. Reach your arms up. Lean back. Maybe if you want, you can take this further. Lowering down as far as you can. Hold it here. Last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. All right, we've got 1 more minute. Little core blaster at the end here. Everybody's favorite. We've been doing every kind of plank today. We're going to finish in a straight arm plank. Know that a forearm is an option as well, but I prefer to do mountain climbers from a straight arm. And we're going to do cross body climbers today. So think about your right knee to your left elbow. Set up in your plank position, straighten your legs, press up through your heels, grip your glutes, pull your abs in. Keep a soft bend in your elbows. 1 minute on the clock starts now. Cross, cross. Take your time, it's not about the speed. It's about the engagement in your ab. How deep can you make that crunch? You're not sweating by now. This one's gonna do it. Good, keep breathing. Look right in front of your fingertips. All right, about that halfway point. Keep it up, this is your last minute of work. You get nothing but stretch after this. Working so hard. Love your determination, guys. 15 seconds left. You can count it down with the last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost there. 6, 7, 8, 9. Release. You made it. Come back into a child's pose position. Press your hands into the mat or the floor. Shift your hips from side to side. Settle in with your breath. Sit back even further. Walk your hands over to the left side. You're going to feel that stretch on your right side body. And then staying low, walking over in the opposite direction. Really reach out through your fingertips. And then back to the center. We're going to come into a cobra pose. So lay on your stomach. Place your hands under your shoulders. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift up. Push your shoulders down. Now we're back down one more time. Inhale. Exhale, press up maybe a little further than you did before. And then come into a tabletop position, setting up for a little down dog. Curl your toes under. Inhale as you exhale, straighten your legs, press your hips up. Send your heels back towards the floor. They don't have to touch. It's more about finding that length and space through your shoulders, opening up your low back. Bend your knees. See if you can lift your hips a little higher. And then if you can, maintain the height of your hips, straighten your legs. From here, slowly walk your hands back to your feet. I'm going to turn to face you. Soften your knees. Let your head hang heavy. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll up, reach up, inhale, and exhale. Another great big inhale, reach up, maybe arch back. And exhale, last and final breath. Inhale, nice big breath through your nose. And a slow exhale out of your mouth. And I hope you have crushed your core today. We'll see you next time.